Alright, ladies and gents, and in today's lesson, I'm going to expose how these top of the top credit repair companies, these credit repair gurus, how they are all getting collections removed from people's credit report. This today will be an in-depth step-by-step tutorial. So you have to follow this all the way through. If you follow this method, you will not only be able to boost your credit report, but you will also be able to remove all those pesky, annoying negatives. So for this, you will need an accurate credit report. So if you need one, you can go ahead and click the link in my bio right now. You can get it for $1 from Identity IQ, or you can actually get it from annualcreditreport.com, I think. That's what it is. Yeah, annualcreditreport.com. And I think you can get one free credit report every single year, if I'm not mistaken. You got to fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure Annual Credit Report gives you a free one every single year. So if you haven't used it, or you have used it, pull your credit report. Let's get to work. I don't advise Credit Karma, but if that's all you have, then we just got to go from there. But I'm telling you, get it from Identity IQ, because this is literally how this step-by-step tutorial is actually going to go. So enough talking, enough rambling. Let's go ahead and get to the computer, and you just follow everything step by step. So with that being said, let's dive in. And before we start, guys, I just ask, if you don't mind, just click that like button for me. It really helps my channel and to get everything out into the algorithm. I really appreciate all you guys' support. Now, no talking, let's get to these collections. All right, so the first thing that I need you guys to do is, of course, get your information from Identity IQ, because this is actually how it's going to look. This is actually how everything is actually going to look. That's why I stated if you want to do a step-by-step, just do it the same way I'm doing. Get it from Identity IQ. So the first thing that you want to do when you go to however you got your credit report, you want to look for the information that gives you collections. So with this client right here, I just scrolled down because I don't want to release all their personal information and things of that nature. But you want to look for all the information where it states collections. It would always say collections and derogatories. So there's going to be a few pieces of information that you are going to have to get from this actual credit report. You don't need everything. I'm going to actually give you all the information of what you actually need. All right. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to make sure that you create a document. You can do it through, Google Docs. You can get a sticky note or anything like that. You can write it down, handwrite it. Have you do photographic memory, I don't care. As long as you retain all the information I'm telling you to remember, that's all that matters. So if we go here, I already have one. So the first thing that I want you to grab is the full account name, which is right here. And you're also going to have to get the account number, and you're going to have to also get the date when it was open and the balance, but I'm going to explain a little bit about everything. So first thing you want to do is you want to copy the whole account name. Don't just copy just whatever it is. Even if it has parentheses, copy all of that. Next thing I need you to do, I need you to go here, copy that in, just like that, bam. So the next thing I need you to do, get the account number. I understand that there are some asterisks next to this. You don't have the whole account number, but it's fine, I promise you, because they can still pull your information just by this account alone. Now, again, just disclaimer, if you only have a collection on Equifax or just Experian or TransUnion, you still want to get that, but leave yourself a little mental note that, hey, this collection is only for TransUnion, or this is only for Experian, this one's only for Equifax, all right? But luckily for this one, it's all three. So what I would do is copy that information, go over here, paste that in, do the same thing that I did. So the next thing that I want you to do, I want you to grab the actual date. Now, for the date, I understand that in certain situations you will have incorrect dates. What I want you to do is grab the earliest date. So for this example right here, we see 6/7, we see 6/1. So of course I'm gonna grab 6/1 because it's the earliest. So I'm gonna grab that. You're gonna paste it right here just for your mental note. Bam. So the next one you want to do, you want to actually get the actual balance. Now I understand on certain credit reports you will have different numbers. What I want you to do is grab the highest number. So for example, right here, of course all these are the same across the board, which is fine. But let's say this one said 396 and then this one said 4,000 or something, I don't know, 4,000. You want to grab that 4,000 for the example's sake. But for this one, we grab 396. Put that right there. So now you have all the information that you need for this actual account right here for the collections. If you have more than one, of course you're going to make different ones. 2, 3. So when I go back, I see this one right here, USB Corp. I do the same thing. I just rinse and repeat. Grab the name, bam. Account number, they're all the same. Bam. Next thing that you want to do after that, you want to do date opened. So now you see right here, it's 11:15 and 11:01. So what I need you to do is what? Grab the earliest one. Always grab the earliest one. So it's going to be 01/2018. Put that right here. Last thing I need you to grab is what? The balance. The balance again is all the same. Again, if you see different numbers, grab the highest number. That's what I need you to do. So you're going to grab 466, or for argument's sake, for what I'm doing, whatever you have, you grab that. You're going to enter that right here. All right, so these are the two that I'm going to dispute right here. So the next thing I need you to do is also make sure, if this is coming off of a credit card, any open account, make sure these are not tied to open accounts. Because if you try to dispute this and you actually get this removed, it will shut the account down. So keep that in mind. So luckily this client does not have these actual collections that are actually reporting as open right now. So it's actually in good standing for me. But if you want to actually check it, only thing you have to do is go to inquiries right here, and you just fact check the actual dates. So if you see 6/23 right here, you go back up. So right here you would look, okay, 6/23, 6/01, okay, it's not saying, okay, we're good. But that's only if it's tied to an open account. So just keep that in mind. All right, so once you have all that information right here, the next thing that you're going to have to do, once you have all the information, is you're going to go to identitytheft.gov. This is the next step that you're going to go to. The reason why that you're actually going to this is because, again, guys, you have to keep in mind that all the information that is on your credit report was technically not supposed to be there. Why? Because your credit report is supposed to be 100% accurate. And with these collections being on your credit report, they're going against the consumer law. And not just get into any jargon, you know, I get into that on all of my other videos, but just for right now, I'm just going through the process. But you have to understand that you didn't get these second-rate, third-rate data furnishers to put this information onto your credit report, because that's what collections basically are. When the main creditor cannot get the information that they're supposed to get from you, they sell your information. So this information is actually not supposed to be on your credit report. So that's why we're actually going to identitytheft.gov. So keep that in mind. So when we get to identitytheft.gov, you're going to see everything pop up right here. So the next thing you're going to do is report an identity theft. So you're going to get started. Report identity theft. You can put the information somewhere has my information. Try to use it. You could put my information was exposed data breach or something else. All these are fine, but when I actually do this for certain clients and things of that nature, I always go to, I want to report identity theft, of course, for the reasons that I just explained earlier, and to also get to the next step. So you click that. Now, when you get here, you are going to see different types of boxes that you can check. You can do credit card accounts, loans and leases like student loans, small business loans, things of that nature. If you have some debt or checking or savings issues, you can click that, employment, things of that nature. But since it's incorrect information on your credit report, I always click credit card accounts. I always click that. So what you're going to do right here is you're going to click credit card accounts. Now, on this information right here, tells us information was misused. Click on to open a fraudulent credit card account. Again, even if it's not, this is just to get you to the next step. So just keep that in mind. So you're going to click continue. All right, so when you get right here, it's going to say the information about the identity theft, FTC report, things of that nature. You're just going to click continue. All right, so in this information right here, this is where you're going to fill everything out. It's pretty much the meat and potatoes of what you have to do. So now, what company or bank issued the credit card or whatever it was? Get out of here. Yo, so whatever you click, you're going to copy and paste the creditor's information right here. So you're going to go back to that Google Doc, copy this, just like that. If you see any information like this, you can just leave it. Oh, I forgot they don't like the they don't like that. So you can just put credit code. So that's fine. I forgot that they don't like the parentheses. When did you first notice the problem? At the making of this video, whenever you're actually watching this video, put the actual day and time that you're in right now. So just make it easier. You just noticed it. Now, if you know, tell us when this credit card was open. So that's when you go back to the information. When you do what? You get this information, 6/1/2022. So you go right here, 2022. All right. So now the next thing, estimated total fraudulent charges. This is the 396 right here, or whatever you have. The account number. Copy and paste that. I think they like the asterisk. I'm not totally sure. I think they're fine with it. Yeah. You just gotta put 8919. All right. So with this information right here, you don't have to worry about that, but you can add another account. I think if I'm not mistaken, you could do 4 or 5 accounts at a time on the one actual identity theft account. So just keep that in mind as well. But you can always create more if you have way more. So if you have 10, 15, you're going to have to create like 5 or 6. Just keep that in mind. All right. So now let's just rinse and repeat the situation. So USB Corp. They don't like the parentheses. All right. For when you notice this problem, you're going to put again. Now, tell us when this account was actually open. And put, what was it, 11/1? Yeah, 11/1/2018. So 11/2018. Bam. Estimated total charges right here, 466, or whatever actually that you have. 466. Account number. Again, they don't like the asterisk, so you could just put EMP000 or whatever your account number is. It's fine. And again, don't forget, you don't have to worry about this. If you have any more, you click add, you rinse and repeat, until you can no more. All right. So now you're going to click continue. So now with this information right here, you just, of course, going to fill this in. So with your information, so right here, I'm just going to put like some generic information right here. I know I am going to have to put an actual legit phone number. I'll just block that out. But other than that, you put all your information. So all right, so sorry, I had to get that code. I apologize. Just waiting for that to load. All right, so just keep going. Their information, email address. All right, so all that information right here, confirmation code, things of that nature. So you just scroll down. Are you following? For myself. All right. So for this one, date of birth information, just whatever your date of birth is. New York never pops up. You don't have to worry about how long you've been at the address. That's not a big deal. Has the victim's legal name changed? Blah blah blah. You click no. If you're the person's veteran, spouse, just click no. Doesn't matter. Keep going. Do you know anything about the person who stole your identity? Always click no. Because if you say yes, you're going to have to put in a bunch of different information that you don't want to put. Have you received a copy of your credit report? You're going to click yes. Were there any frauds on the account? You're going to click yes. Was there any personal information that was wrong in your credit report? You can put information if you want to, if you have that information, but I normally just keep this blank. Now, for this place right here, this is for inquiries that are on your credit report that's not supposed to be there. Let's just say, for example, that you have some information where you don't actually remember applying for anything and you see some inquiries that are on your credit report. Then you actually need to remove this information. This is the way you do it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you can only remove up to 3 at a time. So if you have Navy Federal or something like that, you can add Discover or anything of that nature, you can. But always just add those 3 of those if you have inquiries that you want to get removed as well. Have you received a fraud alert with any 3 national credit bureaus? You click no. Have you contacted the police? No. Has a debt collector contacted you about an account that isn't yours? Click no. You can actually just leave all this alone, so it's fine. All right, so you click continue. All right, so for this information right here, this is where you actually dial in and you put the information of how you notice everything that was incorrect on your credit report as far as the collections, the inquiries, and things of that nature. So the information I'm going to put right here, I'm going to copy and paste. You can put something very, very, very similar to what I put right here. It's totally fine. Nothing will happen. Try not to put exactly what I put, but get it as close as you can. So we're going to go back to here. I'm going to copy this. You can read it whenever you get a chance and just tailor it to how you want to tailor it. All right, guys, so when you get to this location after you click continue, this is where you're going to put all the information regarding your collections and also your inquiries. It's not going to let you copy and paste right here, so I kind of had to just type that in real quick. I didn't want you to guys sit through that. But you can put something similar to what I put right here. Don't put it word for word, but you could put it just as similar. So right here I said I recently conducted a thorough review of my credit report and was dismayed that I have fallen victim to identity theft. Numerous accounts I did not open have surfaced on my credit report, causing distress due to me currently trying to move forward financially. I kindly request you remove these accounts from my credit report. Thank you for your assistance. You always thank them because they're doing you a favor. So always remember that. And also you can also put Navy Federal inquiry if you would like, the date opened, etc., etc. So you can also put that as well if you want. Just put whatever inquiry it is, you can put that as well. But this is what I put. I know in another video I put something different. It really does not matter what you put, but again, you can just follow either one of these. It's totally fine. I just made this one a little less complex with no law jargon, consumer jargon, or anything of that nature. So, just to make it kind of simple. All right, now when you click continue, this is what it's going to actually look like. You just want to make sure that all the information is actually accurate. And after that, you want to click I do understand, etc., etc., and then you want to click finalize. Now, once you click finalize, you can get to the point where you can actually download this. Always make sure you download it as a PDF. Please make sure that you do that. If you want to print it off, you can print it off for your records, but make sure that you download this as a PDF. Just word of advice. So that's what you're going to do after you click finalize. You don't have to really click anything else crazy. That's what you have to do. And make sure that you download it. That's all you have to do. Then after that, what you're going to do is you're going to move over to the CFPB. This is the next step. So next we're going to go to the CFPB. We're not even going to worry about trying to dispute with the credit bureaus. We're going to go over their heads. We're actually going to go to the top of the top. That's what we're going to do. So with the CFPB, whatever they say goes, and the credit bureaus have to follow suit. Always remember that. So we're going to go here, and the next thing we're going to do is submit a complaint. Now, just to let you know, you will have to create an account. If you don't have one, it's fine. All you have to do is put in really basic information, and then after that, you'll be able to submit a complaint. So just to let you know. So when you do that, you can click submit a complaint. And then once you get down, you're going to see here, ready to begin, start a new complaint. So again, I'm just going to have to log in real quick, so give me 2 seconds. All right, again, so now once you log in and you get to the information that you need to get to, you're going to submit a complaint. So it's going to look something like this. So just follow this word for word and step by step. So right here, you're going to see where it says credit reporting or other personal information that we're complaining about. You can click credit card if you want. If you have some mortgage issues that you have collections with, or payday loans or anything of that, student loans, anything of that nature, you can actually get everything situated right here. But for what I'm going to do, I'm going to click credit reporting. That's what I always click. So when you get down here, the thing is going to ask what type of credit reporting product. So again, you could put other personal information, background checks, information like that, but I always click credit reporting because there's something wrong with our credit report, the collections, i.e. inquiries, things of that nature. So you're going to click credit reporting. You're going to click next. All right, so next it's going to ask what type of problem are you having. So of course we're going to click incorrect information on your credit report, or you can use improper use of your credit report. Both of these go hand in hand. You can also click unable to get credit report. No, don't click that. I'm just going to be honest with you. And then credit monitoring, as far as identity theft, problem or fraud. If you have any of these issues, you can click this. So again, now we're going to click incorrect information. So now, which best describes your problem? So you're going to say right here, you're going to see personal information, public records, old information, account status, things of that nature. So right here, just to save fate, you're going to click information belongs to someone else. Have you already tried to fix this problem with the company? You're going to click yes. Did you request information from the company? Click yes. You don't have to worry about this, and it's going to say, did the company provide this information? You're going to click no. So now you're going to click next. Now, once you get to this information right here, you're basically just going to reiterate what we wrote on the identitytheft.gov. That's basically what we're going to put. But luckily for this one, you can actually copy and paste. Thank God. So we're going to get back right here. We're going to go right here, copy this, come back, bam, just like this. This is all we're doing. Same thing. Again, I know on another video I did something totally different. I added consumer laws. If you want to do that, you can. But this is just what I actually put right here just to make it, again, a little less complex. When I ask you right here, do you want to publish this information? I know in the last video I said you can if you want to. I'm just going to tell you right now, don't do that, because then all the information that you put right here is going to be public, and I don't want that to happen and somebody burns the method out. Does that make sense? So just go ahead and don't do that. It's really no point. It's really optional. It doesn't help or hurt the situation. Does that make sense? So right here, you're going to, what would be a fair resolution for this issue? You're going to say, please remove accounts from my You always say thank you. Always. Please remove accounts from my credit report. Thank you for your assistance. So right here, with the attached documents, what are you going to upload? Of course, that identitytheft.gov. You're going to upload that PDF. You're also going to upload a copy of your ID, and you're also going to upload a copy of where you live and you're also going to upload a copy of a bill with your name on it and the address, just so it can prove that it's actually you. And also upload your social security number. Please do that. You don't want them coming back thinking that it's not you. So make sure you upload all of that personal information. This is backed by the government. You have nothing to worry about. And then after that, you're going to click next. All right. So right here, again, we're going to create one for each credit bureau. I know in the last one I did all three right here. This one we're going to just do something a little different. So right here, you're going to do whichever credit bureau you want to start with. So it's going to ask the credit reporting agency. So let's do Experian. Now a bunch of them are going to pop up. It really doesn't matter. I always just choose Experian or Experian Credit Bureau. It doesn't matter. Just go with the first one. So right here is going to ask you about the information, social security number, date of birth. So you just click social security number, date of birth. That's fine. You can put whatever your thing is. Date of birth. Whatever it is. Do you want to complain about another company? You're going to click no, because again, you're going to create a whole nother one for the other two. You're just going to rinse and repeat. It's the same process, I promise you. Then you're going to click next. Who are you submitting this for? You're going to click myself. So now right here, you're just going to go over all the information to make sure everything is correct. So make sure everything is correct right here. So again, you want to make sure this is just for generic purposes. Make sure you put your address and things of that nature. You make sure you put all that right there. All right. And as far as the demographics, age, make sure you put all that so you know who you are. Help us identify the issue. You don't have to click any of these. It doesn't matter. So don't worry about any of this. And you're going to... Nope. I'm just gonna click something just to get this easier. I don't even know if that'll work. I think that's the thing. So now you're just gonna let it load. Then you're gonna review everything, and then after that you're good. And again, you're gonna click on authorize information. You're good, and then you're gonna submit the complaint, and then you're going to rinse and repeat. After that, when everything is finished, only thing that you have to do is rinse and repeat the situation again for all of the other credit bureaus. And if you have more than 5 accounts, then you have to do it again with identitytheft.gov. Just continue to do everything until you're finished, and wait about not even 30 days, and you will see a total change in your credit report. I've seen people actually get the things removed the next day. But I just want to let you know, this is the easiest way on how to get things removed off your credit report. You don't have to get a credit reporting agency or anything like that to actually get this stuff removed, okay? I just gave you a step-by-step tutorial. If you follow this step-by-step, you are going to be fine. I appreciate you guys staying with me this long. If you have to watch this video over and over again, just do it. But I promise you, it's going to be super beneficial. Again, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you tap that like button. And until next time, ladies and gents.